Yeah, so I'm Lee Waite, I'm the creative director for Creative Canopy, and this is my big interview. Yeah, so we are a small digital agency. We actually specialise in graphic design, digital marketing and website development. I would say our USP is everything we do is completely bespoke, so we don't actually use like online icon packs or anything like that. We create everything using Adobe software, Illustrator and vectoring software. So that's kind of what we offer. It's versatile, and that's what I love about it actually. Because obviously we do what we do. We do a lot of vector illustration stuff, and then there's other people that are doing a lot of film, a lot of gaming, and different styles. A lot of people doing different websites the way we would do them. And I think that's important. And there's a lot of it in Teesside as well, compared to other towns and cities, I think. This might not be digital, but I've actually had to think about this. Probably a massive print facility. It sounds quite nerdy, but I am a bit of a nerd when it comes to paper stock. I love a good GSM. So probably like screen printing facilities, a lot more of that. Do you know what? I'm quite boring. I'm actually not from around here, so I used to just live in a little hamlet back in Richmond, North Yorkshire. So I never really got to see a lot of people, but I had seen once Roy Chubby Brown in a basket going into Morrison's once. That was probably about it. I once seen Mick Jagger. Well, I say Mick Jagger, but I seen the back of him in Tate Modern. I couldn't get into the exhibition to actually go and meet him because it cost too much money. This is a good question. This I could probably just talk forever, but I won't. There's three bands: Metallica, Black Sabbath, and Rage Against the Machine. But I'd probably say Rage just because that year they won #1 in Christmas songs. So like with one of their songs, and Simon Cowell was really mad, and everyone was wearing Christmas hats. Do you remember? So I'm not going to start shouting it on the camera because it's got lots of swearing. But yeah, and everyone was wearing Christmas hats and they were just shouting. 50,000 people or whatever, how many people there, just swearing at Simon Cowell, which was quite funny, I thought. Yeah, sports, taking part, not anymore. I used to play a lot of basketball, and I follow a lot of like blood sports, mixed martial arts and boxing, that sort of kind of stuff. I don't take part in any unless you call snooker and darts a sport in pubs, I guess. Again, probably going back to secondary school. I actually used to go to Clareville up here when it was open, and I used to do like throwing events. I probably did quite well in that. I couldn't tell you where I came though. This is an easy one for me because I love the people. It'll be the Chambers ones, any of them, stand up and shout ones. I just feel like the people there are really calm and everyone's just really friendly, and I get free cupcakes and free cake. I live in Middlesbrough. I live on Ormsby Bank. I love living there because it's actually really quiet. But I'm originally from back home, like I said, from Richmond, North Yorkshire, and there's actually quite a lot to do. There's all the free, Yorkshire free peaks and stuff, and a lot of hiking. Me and my partner used to do a lot of walking up there, and yeah, around here there's not really too much to do up where I live. I'm always coming into town or going elsewhere. Recently, I say recently, a while back, me and my partner went to Tockett's Mill up in Ned Gisborough way. It's I don't know if you've probably not been. Yeah, it's quite a nice place. So up there, if you've not been, you need to go.
What do they do? Like what food?
Just like pub, but it's like quite, high end. It's not like Wetherspoon's brekkie or anything like that.
Well, not go Wetherspoons.
I love a Wetherspoon's brekkie. Can't beat them. Lots of ways. Believe it or not, I've actually just gone vegan, me and my partner. So almond milk, who knew? It's absolutely stunning. And we've also got a milkman now as well. So seen on the news the other week about people using glass bottles, and we thought, let's do it. So we now use glass bottles as well, recyclable that way. You know what, I was thinking about this on the walk down. I can't think of one. There is one, but I wouldn't say it's like a good thing, because I'm a tight Yorkshireman, and when I first met my partner, we went to a bar, and she loves to tip because she used to be, she's worked behind the bar, and the guy she gave him about £4 or £5 in change, and you know, I slapped the money back out of his hand and gave her it back. I mean, I guess that's a random act of kindness in a way. I saved her from tipping. I don't think she's tipped ever again. I went, we don't do that. That's what I said. In Yorkshire, we don't do that. We don't tip. We don't do that. So I kind of saved her there. That's good, isn't it?
That is a tight Yorkshire then.
Right, I've got two. You might be shocked in here. You might be shocked. One of them's I've never had a cup of coffee in my life. Ever. Yeah, I know. I see everyone looking at me. I've never had a cup of coffee in my life.
That's really good.
Yeah. I've tried it, and it was disgusting. Can't stand it. The other one is I've got a cut on my head. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah.
It's, well, people think I've been scratched by a cat or something. People ask me about it 10 times a week, but actually, there was 10 of them. They were as big as houses. They jumped me. No, they didn't really. I actually stood behind a guy with a golf club and he hit me in the head with a golf club. Yeah, I was about 9.
What quote or saying do people say that you think is complete bullshit?
YOLO, just straight up. Failing university I originally went to De Montfort University in Leicester. Me and my childhood friend who I grew up with, we both ended up getting accepted into the same university, and we ended up just getting drunk the whole year. We thought, oh, it's all right, we're doing graphic design. Well, bit of drawing here and there, we'll be all right. Yeah, that wasn't the case. There's a lot more to it, apparently. A transmitting device in like ambulances, in your car actually. So when you're driving down the A1, and there's an ambulance or something behind you and you can't hear it because your music's really loud, it'll just like cut your radio off until they've gone past a certain amount of length, and then your music will come back on again. I mean, this is an easy one. So, you know, John Wick, am I right? I mean, he's just a total badass, isn't he? Oh, this is a difficult one because I actually am a comic book nerd. So I did think about it, but I like money. So I would probably teleport, so I could, you know, teleport into a bank. It does say superhero or villain, doesn't it? So I'd probably be a villain and just rob banks. That's probably what I would do.
Pay your tuition fees back.
Pay the tuition fees back, yeah.
Right, you done?
Am I done?
Yeah.
Oh, amazing. That was fun.
Really good.